Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Jonna with Medical Minds at WLHU, Commonwealth University Lock Haven campus. Today's topic is social media, specifically TikTok. This is a platform we all know and love for the videos both short and long in a variety of topics. But just like any other social media platform, it has its downsides. I have with me today 3 of my friends from here on campus to discuss TikTok and how it affects our lives. Our first guest is Lauren. Lauren, do you want to start by introducing yourself? Tell us about your background, what school you go to.
Hi, my name is Lauren. I go to Lock Haven campus.
And your major?
I am a 3+2 physician assistant student.
All right, that's perfect. Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a cat. Her name is Pumpkin, and at home I have 2 dogs.
All right, perfect. So let's talk about social media. How many hours on average would you say you spend on social media in a day?
I probably spend a good 4 hours on social media a day.
Okay. And then of those hours, how many do you think you spend on TikTok?
Probably 3 out of the 4. It's my most used.
Yeah. So when you're on TikTok, what are you using that for as far as what's most of the videos and the content that you're either using it for or getting on your feed?
I get a lot of lifestyle videos, so recipes, exercising, day in the life. I get a lot of mom talk, and then like fall stuff in the holiday time.
That sounds perfect. What would you say are some positive impacts that you feel that TikTok has made in your life?
I think that TikTok has exposed me to a lot of hacks that make daily life easier, makeup trends that are helpful, recipes that I like to try, and then there's certain things that you can learn on TikTok that you could never learn with a Google search because the algorithm just shows you things that you like, and with a Google search you have to actually look it up. So
yeah, that's great. And then lastly, do you believe that TikTok has any negative impacts on your daily life? And if so, can you elaborate on what some of those negatives might be?
I do think it does have a lot of negatives. I find myself doom scrolling. Once I start, I can't stop. Even if I set myself time limits, I will just turn them off and continue using the app. And I also think it depends on the kind of videos that you do watch. If you're watching a lot of negative content, you're going to keep being fed that content, and it's just going to bring you down overall.
For Lauren, she uses TikTok as a way to find new things to incorporate into her lifestyle, like cooking and baking. But she also admits to being stuck in that doom scrolling phase where you seem to not be able to get off of social media. Let's see what Ambria has to say. Our next guest here is Ambria. Ambria, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us about your background, what you like to do for fun, anything like that.
Sure. My name is Ambria. I go to school at Commonwealth University at the Lock Haven campus. I'm a 3+2 physician assistant student. I have a cat named Toast, and I like to play guitar and ride horses.
I saw recently that you and Toast won Mutt Madness.
We did win Mutt Madness. So
how do you feel about that and what it's doing?
I think it's a wonderful thing. She made history beating all the dogs. It caused a little bit of controversy, but you know what? Whatever, we did it.
That is totally fine. So speaking on social media, about how many hours on average would you say you spend on social media in a day?
I would probably say 3 to 4 hours a day.
Okay, and then how many of those hours would you say that you spend on TikTok?
Probably 2 to 3 hours.
Okay. What do you use TikTok for the most? Do you use it for schoolwork? Like, what kind of videos do you seem that you're drawn to or shown?
Yeah, I see a lot of animal videos. I really love animals, so a lot of the ones that I like are animal videos. I also use it for a lot of ideas for different things, like nails or outfits or what to wear to a certain event. I look up some ideas to do with friends and stuff like that. So
perfect. What are some of the positive impacts that you feel that TikTok has made on your life?
it has shown me a lot more things that I did not know existed, like a lot of small businesses. There's some people out there that I would never get exposed to without TikTok. So I get to see a lot of things like that.
Perfect. And then on the flip side of that, what are some negative impacts that you feel that TikTok has made on your daily life or just life in general?
I think sometimes I can get a bad body image because of all of the models that are on there, but I just tend to not watch them so they don't show up. I also tend to doom scroll and not want to stop watching, but that's basically it.
Perfect. Thank you, Ambria. Unlike Lauren, Ambria uses TikTok and ends up seeing a lot of videos about what type of outfits to wear, as well as a lot of animal videos. But she also admits that the downside is poor body image and feeling like you're doom scrolling and being stuck on that constant loop of watching videos. Let's see what Katie has to say. Our last guest for the day is Katie. Katie, do you want to introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about you, where you go to school, what you go for.
Sure. My name is Katie. I am from Palmyra, down in central PA. I go to Commonwealth University, Lock Haven campus. I'm double majoring in political science and history.
Okay, tell us about what you do outside of school. Do you have any pets? Do you do any club events?
Yeah. I am the president of 2 clubs. However, I'm not really doing much at the moment due to, stress. I like to crochet. It's my main hobby. I also have a cat named Shrimp.
Perfect. So how many hours on average would you say you spend on social media in a day?
That's a great question, Jonna. I think I probably spend, between 3 and 5 hours on social media.
Okay, and then of those hours, do you spend any of them on TikTok?
No, I do not have TikTok.
Okay, what was your thought process when deciding to not have TikTok? With it being so popular?
If I'm completely honest, it was my freshman year of college, and I was having an extreme amount of anxiety that I've never had before. I kind of thought I was insane for a couple months there. And TikTok was absolutely making it significantly worse for me. I don't know why. There was something about scrolling on it that made me really fucking anxious. Really anxious. So yeah, that's why I got rid of it.
Okay, so then the anxiety had the big impact on that negativity. Did you feel that there was any positive impacts before? Or what are the positive impacts in your life now that it's not part of your life?
I feel like I spend a lot of time on Instagram Reels now instead, which doesn't really seem any better, but I don't know. To me, I like it better. I don't know why. Doesn't stress me out.
Okay. Do you feel that there's a difference between
Unlike Lauren and Ambria, Katie is not on TikTok because she felt that the platform has negatively affected her mental health. She does still use Instagram Reels for videos, and she admits that the vibe is better for her. Between the 3 interviews, it is clear we spend a lot of time on social media, and that might be because of what we all like to call doom scrolling, where we feel shackled to our phones, ignoring any limits we may have previously set for ourselves. Mental health is important, like Ambria and Katie both touched on, as they felt body image issues and anxiety that can arise from too much screen time. While TikTok has its many proposed benefits, are they outweighing the bad that it may be causing? That's all for today. See you next time.